Hello everyone, how are you all doing? Now, I'm sorry about the lighting, but there's Christmas lights and all sorts going on in here, so I apologise for that. I tried to film this video before, but I was ill and my microphone wasn't working, so I borrowed my boyfriend's other microphone. So hopefully this will be a lot better. But where have I been? Well, I finished uni and moved back to Wales, and I graduated in the summer. I worked a lot. I ended up spending a day in Bath with my friend Chloe, who I'll link down below because she's a YouTuber too. But after the summer I moved in with my boyfriend because he lives close to the uni that I was going to. Although I graduated, I went to a different uni so I could do my teacher training. And that's where I've been. I've been really busy being in school 4 times a week and then a day at uni like every single week. So I've been pretty busy. Now, I wanted to do this video and I filmed it before, like I said. But it's a video called the 15 Cosmic Questions tag by Little Cosmic Crow on YouTube and on Instagram, and I will link it down below because I think she's great. But it's just a set of 15 questions that I'm gonna answer, and I think the last video I did was also a tag by Little Cosmic Crow, so tune in and I hope you enjoy. So the first question is, does your birth name suit you? Personally, yes. I can't see myself as being anything but Chloe. That's my birth name. But I didn't want to just say that when I was looking at these questions. So I did a bit of research, and Chloe is a Greek name meaning like little bud or little shoot or something like that. But it's also an alternative name for the Greek goddess Demeter, who is the god of fertility and agriculture. Which I thought suited me a lot because I'm very of the earth, and when I get my own place I really want to like grow my own crops and herbs and all stuff like that. And fertility, like I'm very, well, even by, if you look at what I'm trying to do, is I'm trying to be a teacher. I've always got this thing for helping out kids and looking after kids. I can't wait to have my own kids. So I think my name suits me very well, and I can't imagine myself being any other name. Now, question 2. What kind of weather do you connect with most? I'm not sure about what I connect with most, but the kind of weather which I enjoy the most is kind of like thunderstorms. All the thunder and lightning really it excites me because it doesn't really happen here so much. And I just love feeling the eerie calm before the storm. Okay, so question 3. Within paganism / spirituality, is there anything you are uncomfortable with? I think blood magic more than anything else. That's just one thing that I can think of on top of my head. I wouldn't be comfortable with doing it myself, but if other people can do it, then that's so good on them. But personally, I don't think it's for me. Question 4. In your spell work / practice, how do you help yourself become more confident? Right, the one thing that I think I've struggled with more than anything in my craft is the idea that everything has to be 100% perfect and approved by everyone else. I think I've always, like, especially when it comes to spell work, I've always had this thought, oh my god, I gotta do it by the book. Whatever else I find online, I never thought about doing it for myself and doing it the way I want to, and that's a kind of habit I've been trying to break out of for other things in my life. But it's okay to have my own way of doing things. So I just like to remind myself of that. There's no right or wrong. I can do something that's completely valid. Someone else can do something different that's completely valid. So, who is someone that inspires you currently? to be honest, this only came to me yesterday because I had this author give me a lecture about managing behaviour in the classroom, like low level disruption in the classroom. And she was just so funny, and the way she talked, I was able to articulate herself. I want to be able to get to that point within my own teaching career, but at the same time being able to cope with low level disruption in the classroom in the same way that she can. Okay, so do you think you are responsible for healing / fixing the mistakes of your ancestors? I feel like everyone has a responsibility to do better than their grandparents or their ancestors. Like, obviously, back in the day, there was a lot of racism. And I think today we need to make such an effort to not be racist, which is cool. But I don't think I should feel guilty for what they did, because at the end of the day, I wasn't around when that happens. I live in a completely different world, so I shouldn't feel guilty about that by any stretch. What is the weirdest thing you've encountered within your path? Now, in terms of actual kind of maybe supernatural things, I experienced the time where I saw loads of orbs in my bathroom at once. In the middle of the day, there was nothing they could have been a reflection of, and they danced around the tile walls of my room, in my bathroom, in different directions. And to this day, I can't think of an explanation. But another weird thing I encountered was I used to be this big fan of someone, and it turns out that I didn't really know them at all. And I mean, one of the biggest things that happened to make me change my opinion, I talk about in my first ever video on YouTube, so check that out if you're wanting to. But yeah, it was really weird. I looked up to this person for so long. Even after this thing that I talked about in the video happened, I tried reaching out, got completely ignored, despite how nice I was about everything. So yeah, check that out if you're interested. Question number 8. Do you believe in auras? If so, what aura colours do you believe / know yourself to have? Now, I believe in auras, and believe it or not, before I was pagan or was even looking into any of that stuff, I thought I could read people's auras, and I would do it for my friends who didn't believe in that stuff at the time. And it was more me just trying to squint really hard, and I thought I could see the coloured lines outside of someone. And my friends were like, oh my god, that's one of my favourite colours and stuff like that. But now that I know about paganism and people who take this stuff seriously, I'm not really trained in that, so I don't know, like, even though I believe, I don't know how to properly look for auras. And if any of you in this video do read auras and stuff, I'd be interested to see if you could pick up on mine, so that would be really cool. Question 9. If you do your own tarot readings, do you find them to be truthful / accurate? Now, I do my own tarot card readings every now and then, and I do see them as accurate, but my reason is a bit different than most people's. I don't see them as just reading my future of what's definitely going to happen, but I see them more as put me in the right mindset to achieve what I want. So for example, when I first moved to university, I was so homesick, and I was like, what am I doing? I've never been away from home before in my life. But so I did a tarot reading about what my time was going to be like in the city that I was doing my university course at, and I can't remember what cards it gave, but it said that I was going to thrive, I was going to do well, and it kind of reassured me and put me in the right mindset that I was doing well. So I think it's truthful and accurate, but in a way that it helps me make those realities possible. Number 10. What is the one thing you are proud of yourself for? start this YouTube channel because I tried to do it when I was about 16, but I never uploaded anything, and it was very cringeworthy, and I can't bear to look at it before, or like after like the time has come. And then I tried it again when I was about 18, and I hated it. But now I think I am a bit less self-conscious and can actually do this stuff now, so I'm really proud of myself for sticking to this. And I'll try and upload as regularly as I can, but it's a bit hard getting the time and space to do these kind of videos, so we'll see. Between light and dark, which is prevalent during your practice? Personally, I see my practice as a bit of both. By the way, guys, I'm getting over a cold, so I keep sniffling and stuff, and it's really annoying, I know. But back to the question, I see a bit of both in my practice. Like, I like doing healing spells and protection spells, and that's what I've done most in my practice. But if I thought someone was hexing me or sending me negative energy, I would have no hesitation of, bringing it back to them. Like, if someone does me wrong, then I'll repay them in the same way. So I want there to be a bit of both in my practice. Do you believe in aliens? If so, should we be fearful of their existence or try to communicate with them? Well, it depends. If you see aliens more like Paul from the film, or if you see them more like Mars Attacks or War of the Worlds. I think there are aliens out there. I find it hard to believe that would be the only life form, but at the same time we would have no idea like what they'd be like, whether we can quantify that in our minds, because we only know things according to the laws and stuff on Earth. They probably wouldn't act in the same way, so I can't tell if we should be fearful of them or not, but I think it's definitely an area of interest. 13. So far in your path, what are some of the favourite things you have learned? Honestly, that there's a very strong possibility of fairies existing. Because I read a few book series when I was younger. The first one being called 13 Secrets, I believe, and the other one being called the Mercy Thompson series, and both included this very particular portrayal of fairies that I found really interesting. And as I became pagan and I learned more about this path, I realised that these were more accurate descriptions of what fairies are actually like. So I thought that was pretty cool, and that is probably my favourite thing that I have learned. Question 14. What are your thoughts on using tools for spirit communication? I mean, I want to do it too, so if you want to use spirit boxes or Ouija boards or any kind of tool like that, I'd say go for it, because I wanted to. But just research and look at all the dangers and all the ways to protect yourself. I think you should be able to do whatever you want in this life, but just know the consequences and know how to protect yourself properly. 15. If you were able to talk to your future self, what questions would you ask? I'd probably ask if teaching was the right thing for me, how they found it, and if there's any kind of witchcraft advice that I have not yet gained. But that's just me. Like, I'm really anxious to see how this teaching career goes for me, because obviously I have to keep control of an entire class, and I in my life have not necessarily been the most authoritative or spoken, and it seems to be going okay now, but I just want to see if I'm able to improve and get better and learn more as I get older. So that's the end of the questions. Feel free to leave a comment on this video, and I will try to post more regularly. I know I've had a long break. But anyways, I hope you're all enjoying the holiday season, and please check out Little Cosmic Crow. She is awesome. Thank you everyone. Goodbye.